All right, so I'm going to make part 2 before part 1 because I'm going to end with the other video. Okay, the line fact, okay, the morality first principle. What was Weishaupt's relationship to Hegel, right? He inspired him, you know. You can explore that more on your own. What was Hegel's relationship to William Huntington Russell and Taft, who co-founded Skull and Bones in 1832? Okay, so you have 1776 Illuminati. Ingolstadt University professor Weishaupt. Hegel died a professor at the University of Berlin. Okay, these are the people who are teaching you how to think. Do you think liberal movements don't start in college? You know, what are the liberal arts? You know, the liberal sciences, really. Okay. Do you think that both parties, all three parties, that pretty much every culture isn't controlled by corporations and their think tanks, their college professors, their Greek societies, their secret societies, right? You know, one was called like Snake and fucking File or some shit. You know, they're a bunch of bitches. Okay, let's look at the truths I want to go over and let's just wrap this up. I'm sick of making videos. I'm tired of this. You know, I'm tired of every day seeing dumb bitches looking sad because they're in some sick, deranged state of mind. I'm tired of people thinking they know better than the top martial artists. Really, it's sickening. Okay, you don't have the heart to be uncontrolled. The fuck you know better. Of course you don't know better. You know, it's childish. Grow up, admit you don't know better, and stand by my side and face the consequences, right? It's a coward. What does it mean to man up, right? It means to accept the struggle and the pain that comes with doing the right thing. If you can't do that, you're not a man. I'm the only man really on the fucking planet right now, because everyone else has accepted the bullshit so they can feel good. It's one thing to say, I'm going to do whatever it takes to feel like a man. It's the other thing to accept the pain and to be one. What I would say to the world is man the fuck up. What I say to women is stop being gold-digging harpies. That's all you are, I assure you. Even if you say, hey, you know, they're not that. They're doing this, this, and this, right? You know, what are you trying to find your life in this world? When you follow that path to its finish, it leads you to gold, right? Whether you're somebody who lives in rags all the time, right? God is not your God. That little money that allows you to sustain your lifestyle, you're in defiance of the Lord, right? Whatever allows you to sustain that defiance is your God, whether you're a poor bitch or a rich one. You're all gold-digging scum, and I want nothing to do with you. All right, the Black African Order, okay, a specific Black African Order. It goes without saying, okay? The sun shines on you. We're talking martial arts. You look at the dark-skinned peoples of the world. Which one do you think is the most logical fucking mind, body, and soul, right? The Igbos are the smartest people. They contributed to the great athletes of America. It's right there in the name. Igbo, Obi, backwards means king, means heart, means temple, obelisk, and so on and so forth, right? The world is reacting to a specific Ra order of the Igbo tribe and its cult center. And ultimately, I do expect that they're going to sabotage them. But boo fucking who? Okay? They know as well as anyone else that you are supposed to defy evil, not help them out. Okay? There's no excuse for it. They're wrong. The closest thing to being right is my immediate family for providing me kind of basic food and shelter and providing me just basic things that barely get my head above the water, and I'm barely alive because of them. Okay? But eventually, I am supposed to die. It will come to a head. They will cross that line definitively, and it will be over. Okay? And they'll pretend I'm a terrorist. They'll pretend I'm mentally ill. You know, we live in a society where they're going to pretend that the top martial artist is mentally ill. Okay? That he's slow, like he's stupid, he's unfocused, like this. He has problems with his brain. Can you imagine somebody who can outmaneuver everyone else in martial arts being mentally ill? Who's qualified to make that judgment call? Nobody. Nobody is. You haven't even defined accurately the nature of reality. Okay? How can you say he doesn't live in reality? And if he's more focused than you are and he can outmaneuver you and kill you in a split second, naturally he is your superior. You are mentally ill because natural selection would choose him over you. Next. Challenge versus complicity. Who challenged them uncontrolled? $100,000 at one point. Okay? 4-year, $4,000 challenge. If you put on a thong and start dancing to some bitch shit, and they decide that that is what determines the top martial artist. Are you the top martial artist? Or is the guy who insists on the only logical challenge that has all these martial art groups and their allies in the military, law enforcement, education, on and on and on, right? Persecuting him. It's a no fucking brainer. Okay? It's a no brainer. It's dishonorable, pathetic, and automatically your family will suffer to the extreme if you make a serious public argument to the contrary. Period. And I mean where it matters most. Your souls will be singled out for extreme torture. Nothing is more disgraceful than trying to teach me martial arts or trying to tell anybody that I'm not the top martial artist. I am God's direction, and anyone who publicly says otherwise will have them and everyone who contributed to their existence singled out for extreme torture in the afterlife, to the best of my ability. That you can count on. Heart is the seat of intelligence. Like saying that right there. Those sniveling beta bitches say nothing near that. They don't understand the seriousness of the situation because they aren't focused. And if they were, righteous indignation would begin to form and they would start to focus it. And move at God's speed, light speed, surgically and effective. Surge of energy, surgical strikes. Speed, light, sun, the strength of the sun, the creator. And no, I don't mean the light coming from it and da-da-da-da-da. It takes one shallow fuck to say, well, the sun is just made up of cosmic gas or some shit. Who fucking cares? That's like saying your shit is your God. Who gives a fuck what materials it's made of? I refer to the spirit. You silly, shallow, pussy-ass motherfuckers. History is recorded in a way that couldn't possibly be in their best interest when we're referring to the facts around secret societies. It is a fact that these bitches control things on behalf of rich bitches, and everyone is their sex slave, beta male little sissy who's outside of the divine order. These are the facts. All right. I wanted to remove my tattoos because I was trying to express to society what I believe. Even the Narmer palette is drawn in a way that is unfortunate. Okay, the California tattoos, San Jose, I have no love for these ideas. California and San Jose basically said, fuck you, we won't stand on you, even when we don't stand with you, even though our souls depend on it. We won't stand with you even when we have kids and their souls depend on it. That is what California and San Jose, along with the whole world, said to me. But specifically where I am, I have no love for these sharks, these sissy-ass pussies. They're basically beta male fish with teeth who in a swarm are dangerous to the flesh. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to die anyway. Wait, I don't give a shit. Give a fuck about that. Psychiatry is the most transparent expression of the core of Western philosophy, where pedophilia is the actual core. If I stick my dick in a dead baby and it feels good, does that mean this is some higher path? Does that mean that it's okay? That is pretty much their logic. Well, it feels good. It feels wonderful, right? And also when you go back to reason, right? The absolute reason. You follow reason to its finish, right? It takes you to pragmatism, functionalism, right? Western reason, that is. And realism, okay? Reason by itself. In the absence of sense, I don't see, hear anything. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Absolute reason means just let the state tell me what to do. It feels good. The state has punished me. Operant conditioning, right? It takes you to the state has supreme right against the individual whose supreme duty is to be a member of the state. So when they say reason and faith in what? The educated pedophile class? That's stupid. Certainly you need sense. Based on he who has proven that he has the most refined senses in relative to the spirit of the Creator. Then we lay down reason. He is the leader. We advise him with our reason. Reason is to be limited. The light is not to be limited by the dark. The light is only to be limited by God, who is sensed, by the Creator, who is sensed by the top martial artist. So when it comes to freedom, right? Are you free to rape people's kids and bash their skulls? Well, some people are, unfortunately, because they're above the law that you pussies follow. Freedom should only be limited by sacred morality in the divine order. Everything else is delusion and sickness. If you are not prepared to die for morality, you are delusional and sick. To what degree just depends on the circumstances of your life and what point on the path you're on and so on and so forth. Okay, where we are in history. Okay, there will come a point when people are batshit crazy, artificial fucking gene, fucking transhumanist, just complete garbage, complete fucking pedophile playthings. We're getting very close to that point. So basically, what we see is we are past the line fact point. Okay, and the morality first principle must be applied. It must be applied with a focused strike. Now, humanity really has until I die. Okay, until I die without a successor who is named in the true spirit of Ra. The things that are required here is a suitable helper, an environment that allows for it to be a logical decision for someone to bring my child in, for me to them stop drugging me and do all this stuff, right? Incidentally, even though they're drugging me, you see I'm still preaching the truth. I've been singled out for intense drugging and misdirection, and I'm still telling you the truth. You don't see me sniveling and begging for mercy, okay? All you people are basically begging for their mercy. You just don't see it that way. There are many languages, and actions speak louder than words. And what you're telling to the New World Order is, please don't make us hurt anymore, that you'll sell your souls, your family souls. You'll do the best you can to sell everyone's souls, all your friends and your family souls, in exchange for mercy. That's what your actions say. Okay? It's stupid not to see it that way. You know, when you think about it, right? People die for, this depraved, corrupt state, right, under the despicable joke and the obvious falsehood that they're protecting their families. Oh boy, if I was an evil fuck, I would laugh on and on and on about, I would cackle right now. That is despicable. Okay, how do you not see through that bullshit? And why do you go so far to secure your bloodline in this depraved, sick world? In the absence of the spirit of the Creator, all that's left is psychology around sacks of shit, a world of shit that is raining piss, and obviously, to some degree, particles of shit. So you can continue to survive in this shit-filled cesspool, this burning pit of excrement. That's all it is. This is hell. That's why hell is a deity that lives in the underworld. Pluto, the riches of the underworld, they raised it, right? The rich are elevated to the top of the social order. Therefore, this world is hell, okay? Therefore, this is that boiling lake of excrement, okay? And you will eventually die and be blotted out of the book of life, which is what the Bible is subtly referring to, okay? You just have to put one and one together. The angels are martial artists who are working the angles. They cannot be killed. When you think about when the angels clash with the demons, what happens when they die? They can't die. Their flesh is killed and they return to the Creator in a state of honor. The demons cannot live. They're the opposite of those beings that cannot be killed. They cannot live. They only live in this life. They're dead. Their ideas pass on, which is kind of like the quote-unquote spirit, right? Spiritus, breath, breathing, right? When you talk, what are you doing? Your breath is coming out, right? The breath of evil, right? They're devil toxic fumes, their toxic slime, spreading these toxic fumes to make this pitiful world a cesspool. And when you look at these things, it is not just a logical assumption. I would be extremely shocked if this wasn't the case. Okay, the evidence is, I've never been more sure of anything in my life than the martial arts order and the existence of a Creator who has made it this way. It becomes painfully obvious to the martial artist who is right with the Creator that this is a martial arts challenge to screen out the bitches who are unworthy to be around the Creator. The Creator is a great warrior that allows little kids to fall off buildings to teach people lessons, okay? Obviously, he doesn't want to be surrounded by beta male, please help me type bitches. Only the greatest of martial artists. Thank you.